Alright, so as you can see, I've passed 100 hours of playtime of Parkitect. You know, specifically it's 120, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to call this a comparison of 1 hour versus 100 hours. Because I've done the very first level of the campaign multiple times. I've done it for both my very first hour of playing the game, and I've also done it again for maybe my fourth or fifth time doing that scenario, and that was around my 100th hour of playing this game. So I think this would be a fascinating way to showcase just like the different way to where, you know, like you're just starting off, so you're like a level 1 Parkitect player, you know, you're just learning the basics of the game, and then showing off what happens where you learn the game and you learn the way the game works, and then you do the real game, right? So when I was originally playing Parkitect for the very first time, you know, this was my very first park. You know, straight off the bat, I'll make a note that I believe this spinning coaster is a blueprint. I never ever do blueprints now, and I also believe this mini coaster. I built it, and it, you know, it doesn't look good. No look good. There is just no scenery. You got that staff building just like out there. I'm sure everyone probably thinks this just looks repulsive. And you know, I just did not know what I was doing with this game. Now, let's take a look at that. You know, that's my my 1 hour of playing the game. And then if I want to load up my excuse me, my 100 hours of playing, well, this is my 100 hours of playing the game. So, what really surprised me the most is that even though I have filled just about every square, it's not even that laggy. You know, it might have a little bit of lag, but it's really not that bad. Just look at that comparison. That is honestly pretty remarkable. I mean, what is even going on here? Well, simply put, I learned how to play the game, and I'm gonna just showcase my main level 1, you know, the Maple Meadows, the first scenario park. I'm just gonna showcase it right here. And I mean, I don't really need to showcase the other parks, I'll just showcase this one. I mean, let's take a look here, right? So right near the entrance, pretty beautiful. Got this big wooden roller coaster right over here. You got a food court area where I have my buildings, like, I just know how to make them to where the staff goes in, no one sees those people bringing in them packages, because if I load up decorations, it's just beautiful. Other than, like, I guess there's some pieces of trash over there, but my decoration is just like spot on everywhere, other than when people be puking and then walking in it. But you know what? That's just a part of the game. And it really blows me away that with this game, you know, you can just place down so many objects and it doesn't even lag. It's like, you know, I don't really have a crazy computer. My computer, it's decent. It's okay. It's alright. There you go. One thing I learned about this game is that benches and trash cans are very awesome. Benches, they're sometimes used by your staff, and they're very often used by people. Sometimes you're playing a scenario, everyone's very tired, and you don't have access to like coffee or some sort of food that will increase their energy, or a drink that will increase energy, so you gotta just, well, give them some benches to rest on. And you know what? They be sitting down. And then I've started to build big buildings just because, you know, I think it's fun. I think it's a big part of the game. It's a big part of the skill to the game is getting good at making big buildings. And you know what? It feels really satisfying to just, you know, you put a ride down, and then right around the ride you just make an interior, and then you make like a staircase leading to something else, and then down under here, you know, I got something going on where there's like a whole rest area, and there's more shops, and then on the roof there's a roller coaster. And let's take a ride in this roller coaster. I call this roller coaster the Squidward. You know, I didn't actually name it. You know, my partner named it, but you know, credit goes to them. And this is a shuttle launch coaster, kind of like how you would see all the time in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. And it is called the Squidward because, you know, it's kind of got like tentacle vibes. Really cute, fun 0G roll right here. And then right here, before it reverses, there's a half loop and then an S bend. And I think this is just really, really cool. One of the most awesome parts about Parkitect is that there's just so many fun and cute little details that you can add while decorating and building. So then one of the details here is you have little photo sections where people will walk by, and then sometimes they'll do an animation where it looks like they're making a selfie like by the roller coaster, and you know, it looks pretty cool, you know. So it's like I got a little photo spot near it, and you know, I think that is pretty cool. It's pretty fun. A lot of my flat rides are pretty basic, just like surrounded with trees, surrounded with flowers, but like, I mean, that's most of the game. Like, most of the game is learning how to make very pretty arrangements of shrubs and trees and flowers. And I think I did a good job with a couple of these gentle rides too, you know, like got a little gentle car ride, is what it is over there. Nice little river ride, is what it is. It just got lots of interactions from the coasters, or at least from this one, and then this one a little bit. It's kind of cool because, like, you know, you just want to place shit that's next to each other, but it's like, how do you place things next to each other in the prettiest way possible? And, well, how the fuck do you do this? Well, you know, I just kind of figured out how to place down rocks. I think around 50 to 60, 70 hours of playing, like, I just started, like, fucking around with the rocks and making mountains, and oh my goodness, that is so fun. You know, I want to showcase riding this at the very end, because this is the best thing that I fucking built in the game. It is the coolest thing that I have made in this game. Absolutely. Big meows to this one. So let's just go on the wooden roller coaster. Now, if you're wondering, how am I able to ride the rides? Well, simply put, if you Google search, you know, here's the advice I'm going to tell you how to do. If you Google search Parkitect Coaster Cam mod, it's very easy. You'll be able to find this is the name of the mod. It's the Parkitect Coaster Cam mod. And you know, you really want to have this because it makes it feel more rewarding if you make something that's very pretty and you decorate it, because then you're rewarded with, you know, this wonderful camera view. You know, I think it's very fun. It's very cool, and I think the camera's gonna go through a section of the track in 3, 2, 1, boom! You hit the wood right there. But you know what? Like, I guess it's not perfect. It's pretty good though. It's pretty decent. Definitely bare minimum of a 6 out of 10. At least a 6 out of 10. Oh my goodness. It's also like a decent, it's like a decent design. It's kind of cool. But then going to the main attraction. Wait, is that blocked by the fence? Hold on, let me get rid of that. There we go. The main attraction. So this is what happens when you play about 100 hours of Parkitect. Eventually, when you play a lot of this game, you just figure it out. All the staff and the management, the money making stuff, you just figure it out, you know? And then eventually you just make things that look really pretty. And they make you money. This is a really pretty coaster. The stats they're decent, they're okay, and it makes a lot of money, but it's just so pretty, you know? Like, look at how pretty that was. It's pretty decent, you know? It's pretty decent. I could have worked on the inside of the station a little bit, you know? It's pretty decent, you know? It's like I'm still kind of a new player to this game. But, you know, look at that. There you go. Very pretty. And there you have it. That is a comparison. We'll even go one more time, you know. One more time. I'm gonna load up the 1 hour park, and then I'm gonna load up the 100 hour park. But really it is just to showcase that 100 hour park, which is, you know, that was a nice little piece of virtual art. It was very pretty. And you know, look at this piece of shit, you know, like, look at this. Like, what is this? You know what you call this? You call this, it's learning the game. It's a start. You know what? It's a start. You know, it takes time to learn this game, but it's so worth it, because it's just like, once you learn it, then you just start making really, 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 really pretty stuff. And that's just awesome. It is super epic. Make pretty stuff like this. Okay. And you know what? That is my 1 hour Maple Meadows versus 100 hour Maple Meadows Locovoto doing a Parkitect video. Is what it is. I like them roller coaster games. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.